everyone. It's Healthy Tuesday on Your View. Welcome to the show. I am Morayo Afolabi Brown. As always, I have my lovely co-host here. Hi, ladies.
Hello, Morayo.
Hi, YK Angel Building.
Yo.
You guys are getting Christmassy already. You
Exactly.
and Jumoke.
You and Jumoke.
No, we had others from above to wear red.
Can you imagine? Thank God I'm not even wearing my red.
Is this not red? What color is this one?
This is dark burnt orange.
Really?
This is red.
This is like red to me. Unless
Yeah,
we didn't go to school.
They have been calling me colorblind for many years.
This is
I
red.
refuse to
This is
believe.
red.
This is a different version of red.
Actually,
It is not burnt orange.
God will bless
Orange,
you.
red.
I say it's like a reddish orange,
yeah, reddish orange.
but it's not burnt.
It's not burnt orange. We know what burnt orange is. Burnt orange is something like that.
Because I will
Anyway.
wear burnt orange because of you. On.
How you doing? YK, how you doing, Jerry?
I'm
What's
fine.
good?
yo.
Any gist?
No gist, oh, no gist.
This weekend how was the weekend?
Very dry.
Really?
Nothing.
Very unusual.
No, I'm an old person now.
Oh, now you know you're old. When you're dancing, I should get one, but you don't remember you're old. I beg, YK. Let me come to Jimmy.
It's a morning show. Don't be sick mentioning
Oh,
like
sorry.
it's bomb. People
Sorry.
will be imagining things.
I was just remembering now on the party where she was really, really dancing. That's how you don't remember that 50 something there. Now you're-
I have an Afrobeats WhatsApp
Workout.
page.
Okay.
I put you are on it now.
Yes,
I put
now.
me shaking. Didn't you
Hey.
see it when I put?
I didn't
last
watch
week?
it. I'll watch it now after the show.
Jimmy, how you doing?
I'm doing very well, we thank God. I was saying just a few minutes ago that I'm very grateful that there's no fast declared on Tuesdays on this set. It will be very, very unfair.
How you doing? Oh, hey, the other room matters.
The other room matters. So
How you guys doing? How's the planning going?
Fine. Yesterday we were at the hall to check the layout. We're trying to make it very, very creative and interesting for people to come and experience the other room matter.
That's fantastic. Oh.
But today I can't wait. I hear we have a sauna visit or something.
Is it today?
Yes, so
Today. Oh.
You people are confusing me on this set, honestly.
you know,
I thought it was the Christmas shoot today.
I was just hoping that
Don't
you
mind
know,
them. They are confusing themselves. It's not us being confused.
So to the man that invited us, I'm really, really grateful because sometimes you really need to be pampered, you know. Yeah, and
please.
my friend pampered me yesterday because I've not been feeling too well. Not my
Yeah.
fault. She was my driver, she was my chef,
Oh,
she
wow.
was my everything.
sweet.
I've been suspecting you since this last week that you have been saying you have not been feeling well, that your guys been cooking, your friends have been driving you. Are you sure?
Nothing is happening, don't
Oh,
worry.
one day there.
You know
I
they do.
didn't say I need
You got no
Let them
score.
enter.
Okay, let us take a
There's
break.
nothing like that.
Okay.
Our news mentioned
We'll be carrying another baby soon.
our news mentioned today actually we're still counting down to mastering the art of the other room this Sunday at the Renaissance Hotel at 2 p.m. I said Uwa and
And
Tokwe are
Tokwe.
organizing this together. We're supporting them.
Yes, so.
And women out there that you feel you need the techniques in the other room, please come on Sunday to learn from experts.
Yeah, even if you don't feel you need it, sometimes your own experience can help other women. The whole idea is to create a supportive environment. A lot of women are shy about those topics. They don't talk about it,
Yeah.
but we have experienced it, we've lived it, and we know that improving in that area actually helps the relationship bond
Yeah,
better. So,
fantastic.
I mean, it's something that you don't
Yeah.
need to be shy
Well
about.
said.
Yeah.
That's good.
But you know, if the man is going to be useless, he will be useless.
We've not said man.
We've
in
not
this
said
time.
man.
We've
in
only
this
said
matter. Let the
we're
woman
picking
come,
our words
let her
carefully.
come alive first. When the woman comes alive, you
I
bring
thought
the
you were
man
talking
alive.
about the other room that our
Oh,
president was
let's take a
talking
break.
about.
Let's take a break. When we come back,
Why?
when we come back, look at the front pages of the newspaper. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.
Welcome back. We're going to start with the punch this morning. Let's look at the papers. What's happening? Manufacturers, LCCI, others groan as recession deepens. GDP growth rate drops further to 2.2%, 2.24% actually. How Justice Nguza moved 27 million cash. An exotic house from house, says federal government. Football club manager sodomizes teenage players in Lagos. Ex-NNPC chiefs, Omokori arraigned again. Army releases fresh pictures of 55 wanted Boko Haram suspects. 17 parties storm Abuja, demand Ondo poll delay. Southwest governors unite for regional development and will reject proposal to punish dollar hoarders, says Senate. Let's take two
Definitely.
stories. The sodomy story and then this dollar
Please, I
story.
read that sodomy story.
May I just quickly mention his name and then you tell the story? The man is Frank Darlington, a 45-year-old Soccer Warriors Football Club of Pensinema Agege manager.
Jeez.
He, since 2015, he has been taking the boys to his house. He would call them that come to, he would, like you say, you didn't play very well today. Oh yeah, come and see me in the house. When they get there, this particular one that reported to the police said when he got there, he had two boys in the house already. He told
sent
these
them
ones
on
to
an errand.
go, and then he took him to his room, and then they
Oh
and he
my
said
goodness.
he had sodomized him so many times that he really got so fed up. That's why he told his mother, and he wasn't the only one. He was doing it to other boys in the team, and
Oh,
the
this
man
is-
said it's not rituals. He's just doing it
For fun of
to
it.
derive
it.
pleasure.
And from the report also, they said his wife left. What year was that?
2016.
2016. The wife left with the
The
child.
three-year-old
Three-year-old
They live
daughter.
in the east. So it's possible that this this young man, apparently maybe the wife must have seen these things happen and she couldn't take it anymore because. And my only worry is that when mothers take, of course, everybody wants their children to play football and all that. You see, that's why I don't appreciate all same-sex schools, you know, because of all these issues.
It can happen in
no,
mixed
no, hold
sex,
on.
so-
Then when mothers take their children to places like this, you don't just entrust the life of your child into somebody's hands. You first of all understand the person. You must know
It's
who you are
difficult,
handing.
It's really difficult for you to
It
understand a
is
person.
because they are 18-year-old boys.
You trust
Exactly,
them.
they are
You
not
trust them that
children.
They're there to go and learn soccer, to go and
Why-
practice.
why-
This
I
guy
have a
had done it
question.
repeatedly before this boy
Well,
came
in
out.
Nigeria, do we have those kind of records?
No,
Do
but
we know,
why,
oh, he's a
why would
pedophile?
a teenager not report such a thing
First
immediately?
time, yes, that's another issue. That's a
Because he
parental issue.
started last year.
Because he threatened him that
Unfortunately,
if he reported, he would
we
die.
can't-
The same story.
Unfortunately, we can't dwell on this. We need to move on, unfortunately.
It's a sad story.
We can make it a topic another day. The Nation, Southwest governors join forces for economic growth. Picture here of all the governors, the 6 governors, except for Mimiko, he wasn't there. He sent a representative. His SSG was there. Ngwota hit 27 million naira cash and luxury vehicles. And there are a list of things that he's been charged for here. Police recover cache of arms in Lagos. So Southwest, who read that story? They're coming together.
I read
You
it,
mentioned it
yeah.
yesterday.
the
It's a major
6
headline.
of them.
Yeah.
The six of them, the 6 Southwest, I think it's a good thing.
It's
The
a good
6 of
thing.
them met and they had a very good meeting. According to Fayose, they had a very good meeting. They said, let's put all our differences
Political,
aside,
yeah.
political things. Let's now work for the
We're happy.
betterment of our people.
That's
I
fantastic.
think it's if it works well, it is a good thing.
thing.
What did they come out with? We mentioned the story.
Did he
yesterday.
come out with it? That's the-
They came out with, I think, a 6-point agenda or something like that. I can't remember what agenda, but the next meeting is in Fayoshi's
In
state
3
to
months'
make it
time,
in
but
3 months' time. But
that's-
there's a plan, you know. Also, Ondo. is
Oh, they
still
are waiting for
uncertain.
the
So
election.
when Ondo, the election comes around, that they have full 6 governors come together.
Anyhow you look at it, there's always power in unity.
in unity. True.
Once
Yes.
you unite to say, okay, this is what we are standing for,
Yes.
you would always win that battle. So enough of all
Totally.
these religious bias or tribal bias and all that.
Yes.
Let us
Who
focus
read,
on
I
totally
moving our
agree with
nation
you.
forward.
Okay, let's move on
Oh, I
to
totally agree with you.
Vanguard. We'll talk about Justice Ngwota in Sun. Vanguard, money laundering, how Justice Ngwota hid evidence of graft. Says federal government. Nothing will divide us, Southwest Governor's pledge. We just talked about that. Nigeria's economy sinks deeper as GDP drops by 2.24%. And another article here, masses won't desert Buhari in 2019, says presidency.
Very
And
interesting.
Jumoke has that story.
I do. So the senior special assistant to Mr. President on media and publicity, Malam Shehu Gaba, in responding to Mr. Galadima,
Yes.
who had an article that the president is on his own, no political party would want him in 2019 because, you know, the people are disappointed. Garba Shehu responded saying that the mandate of the president is from the ordinary people, and the rapacious merchants of corruption are the ones saying that the president will not have a political platform in 2019. That no, in fact, he has decided that he may be rerunning in 2019.
Can I say something, Murayo? There's one thing I totally agree with him. is that the decision for who is going to be our president in 2019 lies in the hands of the people.
100%.
So, I mean, we are not in content. But the truth is, 2019, everybody's eyes will be open.
Well,
it
open
means that the power you have is in your thumb.
Yeah.
Whatever you are placing your thumb on, you know that that person should be qualified.
But for him to categorically say that the masses have not deserted Buhari, is that a,
how does he
that's
know?
not a statement of fact now.
How
he
does he
doesn't
know?
that because you don't feel the
No,
pulse
he's
of
in
the
Aso
people.
Rock now.
You know?
Bam! Why you have just said the right thing?
You know,
though.
so but I'm just saying that I am happy that he knows
That we have
it
the
is
power.
the people that has the power to
Okay.
elect.
You know, you see, the thing is, this our people don't conduct polls. If they conducted polls, they will know where they.
Where his ratings are now.
Yes, you know, if they did, then they will
Because
before they
some
make
of
any
us
statement.
hailers are already suing to
Wailing.
somehow.
Without let me wailing.
Some
are
of the
suing-
hailers are wailing.
They are not wailers. Even the
We are
president's wife.
suing to the wailing service. Hey, what kind of wahala is this? Oh? And let's move on.
Even the president's wife.
Let's
You know,
move
some
on
of
to-
us have been wailing since
Since before.
before.
Whatever. Daily Sun. Let's move on very quickly. Supreme Court. I must admit, man, this is not easy.
It is well.
That's all we can say.
Was not the preacher's wife.
Daily,
It is well.
Daily Sun. Supreme Court Justice hid 27 million in bathroom, says federal government. Picture here of the Oba of Benin, the deputy governor. Sorry, the governor Godwin Obaseki went actually to pay a courtesy visit to the Oba. Kalu is an asset to APC Southwest, says, sorry, Okorocha. Ondo Guba, PDP insists on polls postponement. Southwest governors meet in Ibadan over regional integration. We talked about that. Again, military declares Shekau wanted.
Again.
And Obla, senior advocate, sues EFCC for 1 billion over detention. He was arrested and
They arrested him for illegally transferring 5 million naira.
Yes.
So they arrested you for giving somebody 5 million naira. Then you want to sue. You're suing for 1 billion.
Yes, now.
No, I think it's a good thing because
has to be
the
waiting.
EFCC has been detaining people illegally for more than
24 hours.
So
yeah.
if he wins this suit, that means all what's Dasuki being in custody, what's the Nnamdi Kanu, all the others have been there.
because
Dasuki has
They have
won
the
his
case.
own. Dasuki has won his own.
But
in
they
the
say
Ecowas
that
court.
they have
But they've
just
not released
But
him.
they have not released him.
They refused to
But
uphold
I wanted to actually talk about that picture.
Okay, the
Please
Oba of Benin.
look at that Oba. That is an Oba. I'm not into all this. That is an Oba.
What does that mean?
Look at how he's standing.
Meaning that
Maya, let me see the picture.
The governor had to come and see him. Not him. Not all these are our
YK,
Obas that we running to
YK,
meet governor and president.
YK, tread
This
carefully.
one-
tread
no,
carefully
I'm only
with your,
just
with your statements.
I'm
YK.
just look at the picture. I don't know anything. Look at the picture. The
YK.
guy.
YK.
No. The guy is standing with complete confidence.
YK.
And-
YK.
Oh no. I just
YK.
admire him. I don't know much about it. Oh.
YK.
I'm only just see the governor.
Point
The governor
taken.
gone, he's standing like this.
Point taken. YK.
YK.
My joy is complete.
YK. Please, you see this our Ewuare the second, the 40th Oba of Benin, is a descendant
of
Oromiyo
period.
from Oduduwa.
Bam.
Please, if by any chance you were just implying the ultimate Oba
Yes.
in Yoruba land,
I
please.
did
fight
not
you.
imply anything.
No, we're just telling you. Just
I did
you are a
not imply-
minority
I
in
said
this thing.
That is an Oba.
That's a bomb.
He is not running up and down.
Moving on to our final
government
paper.
contract. He's government came for meeting. in
Okay,
his
point
house.
taken. Let's take a. Let's
We are not saying he's not a
YK,
descendant of
YK
Oduduwa.
hanging there. Let's take this day. Our final paper. Recession
what
worsens
is
on Niger Delta crisis, deepens a Greek rebound. Justin Guta arraigned, gets 100 million naira bill on self-recognition.
I'm just drinking my
Ondo poll. PDP 20 parties insist on postponement. And Southwest governors, again, politics, external influence will not divide us. Let's talk about Justice Onguta. Who read that
Hey,
story?
my sister.
You people are not talking about recession again. No, you haters.
He said
Okay.
they said he was granted bail, and EFCC apparently is it EFCC or DSS rather? They were
DSS.
trailing him, and they found out that he actually put a phone call through to his home state.
EFCC actually. EFCC, yeah.
Okay, it was EFCC
yeah.
in Abakaleke. That he called for them to move 27 million naira and
bathroom.
3 SUVs. Now, they say right now they found the 3 SUVs. The 27 million naira
Was hidden in
don't
his
know-
bathroom.
They don't know where it is right now.
Anyways.
But it's good. It's good that at least we're seeing that justice is
Well, let us
Media
it's still
trial.
ending.
Let them go to court. Let's
let
them
him be in jail first.
Exactly. Let them even say he's guilty.
All
this
So
all this,
at
all this,
least,
all that.
at least he's been put, you know, it is difficult for you to be high up there and you are now inside the...
We've been through the cycle before.
Exactly.
Let's see where this.
I'm happy, Sha.
Well, I've never seen any at the end of any of those
Let's
cases.
take a break. When we come back, Nigeria is too poor to participate in World Cup. Well, although Dalong has denied the statement, but we're still going to discuss it. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back. Welcome back to Your View.
Welcome back. So, according to reports, the Minister of Sports, Solomon Dalong, had allegedly said that Nigeria does not need to attend the next World Cup competition because, we actually attended the one in, sorry, I didn't get that right. He said that we don't need to attend the one in Russia in 2018 because we can't afford it.
Yes.
Now, he said the competition stinks of corruption, that Nigeria is too poor to waste money on it. Now, what are your thoughts on this? You can call us on 070-8066-8014. You can tweet to us at TVC Connect. Please hashtag YourViewTV so you can read it. Joining us is sportscaster Deji Omotoyinbo. Welcome to the show.
Great to have you, sir.
Good
Now,
to be here.
we heard that he denied
Yeah.
making this statement, but we don't want to so much focus on he said or he said or he didn't say. It's more of can we really afford it to go to the to Russia in 2018?
Well, to be fair to him, he did say that interview was given 4 months ago. And if that is true, then whoever released that interview is being mischievous, if that is true. And the question he was asked was, can Africa host the World Cup? And he claims he was talking in the context of why should Africa waste money on hosting the World Cup and all that. So, like you said, he said, she said, and all that. The fact is the minister, to be fair to him, he said some unsavory things in the past. So I think he's paying for that reputation. So whatever he says, people jump on it, and you know, a lot is made of it. But on the question of whether you can afford to participate or not, you know, I think sports, beyond participation, there's something it does, especially for the youth of a country. It teaches you perseverance. It teaches you hard work.
It
engages you.
Yes.
It takes you away from vices and all that. So
Exactly.
sports is important. And I'm surprised that a country as divided and as fractured as our country right now, the government does not seem to appreciate what sports can do to unite this country. After, okay, you wanted to ask a
No,
question?
because we go through this conversation almost all
the time, yeah.
time. Who do we talk to get the right person to do the job?
I think it's symptomatic of what's going on in Nigeria. I think since the advent of civilian regime in 1999, unfortunately, we've not had a president who appreciates what sports can do for this country and for the youth of this country. So I think the sports ministry is just a job for the boys. I'm sorry to say that. Because there are technocrats who can add value, male and female, to that ministry. But hey, I think it's just as a political appointment, so they don't really get there.
I wanted to ask a question about, you see, the demons in Aso Rock, and asking that we know sportsmen who have served Nigeria in the sports ministry for many years who can handle, you know, the ministry. Why is it that we always have a round peg in the square hole when it comes to the Ministry of Sports all the time?
Like this one, he's a former prison official.
Bam.
I don't know what his job is.
We've
with
had
sports.
a former water engineer. We've had all kinds of people.
Why? Is
Well,
it
you
a
know,
political
The way I see it is, I think they see it as
compensation?
They don't see sports as a job for a technocrat. They see it as just put somebody there. Hey, you helped us during the campaigns and all that. Go there. But it's a ministry that I feel. Let me give South Africa as an example. After apartheid, South Africa was divided down the middle. The blacks were baying for blood. Mandela had been released. And Mandela realized that he had a country on his hands that was volatile and could erupt any minute. What did Mandela do? Mandela used sports. The Springbok jersey, the rugby team, is a symbol of apartheid. Mandela, they were hosting the Rugby World Cup. Mandela went to that stadium and wore a Springbok jersey. That singular, symbolic gesture kind of united the country. So he used sports.
Fantastic.
We have a country where the only time we're all
United.
on one page is when the
It's
Super Eagles
sports.
are playing.
Because if
It's
we,
when Nigerian
if we
teams
take
are
a
doing
football
well.
team,
I think I have a call. Dan. Well, Dan, we'll take that call. Okay, we forgot to introduce you. She's sizzling some cooking. We're going to be talking about the right food to eat as a diabetic, right?
Yeah.
So she's going to be teaching us what to eat. But well done, we're hearing the sizzling as we're... Right. Dan, are you there?
Yeah, good morning.
Please, thanks for calling. Go ahead.
Yeah, on this issue of Dalong saying Nigeria is either rich or poor to go to the World Cup. Now, considering the situation of Nigeria today, besides, I don't think it's really worth it if we should even go for that World Cup. In the first place, we've been going for a very long time, and we ended up coming back home at the first round and all that, and we spent a lot of money going there and coming back. Now, considering the situation of Nigeria today, as it is now, are we really sure we have that money to spend, go there, come back at the first round, when we know that, most times we
don't win.
spend the
All
money.
right. Point taken, Dan. Yes.
Yeah, sorry.
We're going.
Issue of winning. This last Olympics that happened, I'm still angry with, because was it not Dalong that was supposed to...
Yes,
That was supposed to transport those people. That, what's his name?
He got there before
Delta
them.
Airways had to bail us out.
God will bless you.
Now, it's not like we do not have sports people that are competent to do this job. We know over and again, even in himself, the Dalong himself, I think there's so much corruption within the existing body that when you won't have the money, a lot of complaints that they had was that they were not being paid, they were not supported. Look at other countries. They were giving them food, they were feeding them. These people had to fend for themselves.
Let me let her go.
And they budgeted billions.
For it.
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, for me, the Olympics, the issue of the Olympics, it goes beyond Dalong. You have the NOC, National Olympic Committee. They have various organizations. They get subventions from outside Nigeria. Away from the ministry. They get subventions from IAF, International Athletics. Every sport, they get subvention if you're going. They, beyond Dalong, they did not account for that money. The money you get from the government is money for
Like an addition.
preparation, statistics. But to be fair to Dalong, Dalong became minister 10 months to the Olympics. You cannot prepare for champions in 10 months. It's not going to happen.
But government is supposed to be a continuum, regardless of who the minister is. There's a
Well,
permanent secretary.
I'm sorry, it doesn't happen like that here. It was
Why?
it doesn't happen like that here. It was one party took over from another party, so there's no continuum.
Let me
It
take this
happens
call,
everywhere
sir.
in government here.
Idris, are you still there?
Yeah, I'm there.
Please, go ahead. Thanks for calling.
See, my contribution, considering what Dalong said, I really support it. Nigeria, we are on recession. What is the essence of going to World Cup? Let us manage the little resources we have to at least to take care of ourselves. After all, the one will be going. What do we benefit from there? For me, I support Dalong. Dalong really said the bitter truth. But the problem we have in this country is that if somebody said the truth will be hitting on him.
Okay. Thank you very much, Idris. Yes, YK wants to come in.
One thing, okay, sorry.
Sorry, I just wanted to say it's all right to say why are we going? We won't. But I think that is a defeatist attitude.
Yeah.
If
Yeah.
we start to practice
Yeah.
from now, there is something, because there was a time that Nigeria was making waves in football.
32 countries go to the World Cup. Only one country will win.
Exactly.
Only
But
one
all of us
country
must
will win.
participate.
But you see, the point about sports is you use sports to build values, especially in your youth.
Yes.
Sport mirrors life. In sports, there are no shortcuts to success. You have to work hard
Thank you.
and get to that point. If you do not work hard, you're not going to get the results.
At all.
So saying we're not going to,
I saw
because there's
prayer.
no money and all that, we might as well say we won't take part in anything because there's
Exactly.
no money.
My only
Sponsors come in, there's additional money that comes from various quarters. But I just feel that the socio-cultural aspect of sports and what it gives the country, we are not tapping into it.
All right, let me take this call. Morning, are you there?
Yes, good morning.
Yasmin, thanks for calling. Go ahead.
Yes, I'm really sorry. I'm not to talk about this program you are doing. I just want to talk about the school aspect. I need you guys to talk more on schools and the admission, particularly about tertiary institutions, because we are not hearing anything and it's really bothering me. Even in news, we don't hear anything. I would like it if you could talk about stuff like that.
Certainly, I'm sure our producer would consider that.
My only contribution to this is, if we as Nigerians have agreed that because, well, we don't do well in international sports activities, then we shouldn't go. Why do we have a minister of sport? They should just sack him so we can put the money into education.
What you have to appreciate about when people say things like this is that you have young children, you have families that their lives have been turned around because they have one talented sportsman or woman. So you cannot shut it down. Because if you do that, you're depriving people who otherwise would not have had a chance at a good life. But because of I know footballers who, one footballer has a whole village depending on him, and these guys do it because of the talent.
So, like that guy from Ivory Coast. What's his name?
Didier Drogba. And you know, some of these footballers, even our own Kanu, I have seen what Kanu has done with the Heart Foundation. I've seen families, children that would otherwise have died. So for you to say we're not going to do sports because there's no money, no. I think you're killing the youth, and you're going to turn the youth from channeling their energies into sports to vices.
Thank you.
That are negative for all of us.
All right, let's take a brief before we run off. Yeah.
Mark says, how can they say we are poor when we can afford over 300 vehicles for men who offer us nothing? You should just resign, Jerry. Too Smooth says, if truly Dalong said that, then I think he's one of those Nigerians that lack hope in the betterment of the country before
Let's put it in context. Dalong has denied saying that. A colleague of mine, Bode, actually had an interview with him yesterday, and he said that interview was given, to be fair to him, the interview was given 4 months, and the question was, why should Africa spend money hosting the World Cup? And I was taken out of context. To be fair, that's what he said. To be fair to him, he has denied. There's been a rebuttal.
Thank you very much, Olga, for coming to clarify that for us. All right, we're going to take a break. We can't, in fact, if we can perceive
I know you've been distracted.
I'm so distracted. When we come back, healthy meal recipes for diabetic patients. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Thanks for having
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back. Welcome back to Your View.
Welcome back. So, diabetes is a condition in which there is a high sugar glucose level in the blood. And this glucose comes from the food we eat. As a result, there are some specific foods that should be taken. And joining us is the Creative Director of Food Fashion Fusion, Mrs. Nkem Odewumi. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
So you can call us on 070-806-68014. You can tweet to us at TVC Connect. Please hashtag YourViewTVC so we can read your tweets. If you recall, last week we had Dr. Yemisi in the house telling us about diabetes, how to control diabetes, how to even manage it. So we brought in Nkem to help us understand the kind of foods we can eat to help reduce our sugar level.
Glucose level.
Glucose level, so healthy food. So do you want to walk us through what you've done so far?
Yes, so I prepared a very simple meal, really. It's just grilled fish and some steamed vegetable on the side. But what I've chosen to do is serve up the vegetable in an interesting way so it's enjoyable and packs all the nutrients you need.
So that's, what kind of vegetable do you have there?
So we have on the side some broccoli that has been lightly steamed and tossed in some sesame seeds and sesame oil. You don't have to use broccoli. You can use any leafy green.
Like spinach?
Like spinach or shoko or ugu. They're great. They're packed with nutrients, iron, and everything we need for our body. But I chose broccoli today because I just thought it would work well. And then we have something that's referred to as cauliflower rice, simply because it mimics rice without the starchiness and the sugar that rice carries. So I've stir-fried that to infuse it with flavor.
So instead of eating rice,
you can have that, and it's high in fiber. Yes,
grate your cauliflower.
You just grate it so that it resembles grains of rice, and then you can just. I just tossed it in some.
put in
Just
it?
tossed it in some garlic, onions, and some chili flakes, a little bit of salt, tiny bit of salt for flavor, and that's it. And it all comes together very quickly, so it's not a tedious, laborious process to prepare. And then,
And it's for people like us that want to lose weight as well.
it's quite healthy. And the fish I've chosen is very rich. It's what is referred to locally as iced fish. It's mackerel, and it's very rich in omega-3 acids, which is great for controlling insulin. So you can actually prevent diabetes if it's eating properly, if it's incorporated properly into your diet.
Is that place ready now?
That mackerel
not
in
quite.
Nigeria, we call it Titus. So
Ah.
I think you need to tell
it's-
them
Yes, yes.
that is
You might
what
need
is
something
mackerel.
else to help you
I
with
asked
that.
her before that was
I'll get
Titus.
her.
She said yes. So it's not that she's now calling mackerel. It's the Oyinbo.
Titus is actually a brand.
Interesting.
Yes.
So, but this can this be a whole meal? Because it's not Nigeria. Once you eat a bar, a four, shaki,
Yeah.
everything, is this filling?
Certainly, it's all very rich in fiber. The carrots, the broccoli, the cauliflower are high fiber meals, and the fish is a generous portion. So I think, depending on your lifestyle,
It doesn't look fanimorous to me, Sha.
Nkem. So after Dr. Yemisi spoke about high carbohydrate intake and everything
Right.
like that, so I went on a very decent diet of vegetables and fruits.
right?
I will be very honest with you, it's not an easy something because
Hunger ni.
I woke up at 1 a.m. I knew I wasn't going to sleep back until I found some carbohydrates. It was hunger.
Hunger ni.
So what you need to do is avoid foods that break down into simple sugars.
Like,
White rice, white bread, the processed foods. What you want to do is eat things like whole grains and brown rice. So if you're crazy for basmati rice, there's the brown basmati rice, which has some of the husk on it. It hasn't been stripped off. It has its fiber intact. Same thing with ofada rice. Ofada rice is fantastic. So it would fill you and you won't feel hungry
and then
get the munchies
people
at
say
night.
that Irish potatoes, sweet potatoes, and yam are actually vegetables. So you can have that carbohydrate feel.
Sweet
but-
potatoes is better for you because it has more fiber.
Okay.
Not
So
so
I
much.
hear.
Not so much the Irish potatoes. Yes.
Okay.
It's the sweet potatoes.
So is the plate ready now?
Yes, that's ready.
Uwa, the only question you have.
I'm the first in line. Just in case you're listening.
That's ready, and I'm just
It
going
should
to
be done
plate up the
according to
rest.
age.
Yes.
While I
according
talk
to
about
age.
the dessert that's going to accompany.
So yes, we talk about this meal, but it's key for us to have other
other,
examples
yeah.
for diabetic patients.
So what I thought was, a lot of people who are managing
Thank
or
you very
living with
much.
diabetes, they can't enjoy desserts because desserts are typically packed with high sugar, high fat, all the things they shouldn't have in their diet.
Mikey, I'm the
So
first
I
in line.
prepared something
I'll give you
Okay.
myself, not through her.
using.
Let's pass it now.
Go ahead.
I prepared a dessert which is sugar-free.
Pass it now.
Which is sugar-free, gluten-free, and all around delicious, which anybody, whether you're diabetic or not, can enjoy. So we'll serve that up in a
I
minute.
can't believe this is cauliflower.
It's cauliflower.
Yeah,
You stir fried it as well.
Yes,
Yeah,
I
she
did.
said she
Because
did.
it's really nice.
With a little
Thank
salt,
you.
sesame seed, you said,
Yes.
and some corn flour.
No,
oil.
just
So, if I wanted to make
garlic.
a meal
Yes.
with chicken rather than fish,
That cauliflower is sweet.
so what do I do?
I'm glad you like it.
You know,
Make
so
a
for me, I
meal?
can never eat.
Okay.
But like this,
It's nice, but I don't know if it's filling.
No, it's not filling.
Can this yo me for lunch?
No, you cannot. Let's just be
But if
very
you're having
honest.
dessert, you want to make room for dessert, don't you?
Okay. Okay.
you know, especially people like us that our stomachs have expanded.
Yeah, so we Nigerians.
But how is your stomach going to contrast if you don't start to eat
it's,
small portions?
it's relatively healthy, you can increase the portion. You're just adding more fiber to your diet.
So how did you get the carrots with this design?
Oh, there's a special tool.
Oh, to do that. 'Cause
There's
I'm-
a special tool for
I was just going to ask that.
for-
What's the orange thing?
it's
a carrot.
carrots.
Oh.
Okay, I have Damila from Yenagua.
Yeah, please.
Oh, we lost that call.
You don't sound like
Wow.
you
Can
have
you,
lost
since I'm the last, make my portion
twice.
a lot more broccoli for me and carrots.
Interesting. So,
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So what of dessert? You were talking about dessert earlier. You're going to tell us
Yes.
how healthy dessert.
Yes, so I brought something along where there's no gluten, there's no added sugar, and there's no dairy. So if you're on a dairy-free diet or gluten-free diet, obviously if you're diabetic, it's perfect. The only thing is if you have nut allergies, then you can't have it because it has a few nuts, healthy nuts running through it.
Now they are laughing at me that my food is not here yet.
You know, your husband
Okay.
must love you going.
I take Kazim from Ikeja. Are you there?
Yes, good morning.
Good morning. Thanks for calling.
Okay, I'm first time caller.
First time caller. We can't clap for you.
Hey, we can kill up.
Here you go.
Okay, I like your program. I want to greet Sister Jumoke. I really love the way he acts.
Okay.
Oh, thank you very much.
Are you watching what we are eating? Do you know anybody who is diabetic?
Okay.
You know anyone who is
thank you very
diabetic?
much. I just
Yeah, Kazim just called to greet us. Thank
Okay,
you, Kazim,
thanks,
for
Kazim.
calling. Mario,
Okay, yes.
so are we only supposed to be eating on this show today? No discussions.
Well,
Okay.
What's the importance
Yes.
of broccoli?
Well, it's, excuse me, to take this off the heat. I said it's high in fiber, and when it's cooked correctly, it preserves all its nutrients. So what I did was to cook it to steam it very quickly in salted water, and then take it off the heat for about just 2 minutes, and take it off the heat and cool it down. Stop the cooking process in cold water, ice cold water, and just toss it in a little bit of sesame oil and sesame seeds, which is a really superfluous step. I just wanted to
doesn't make it too
infuse.
soft.
Yes, it doesn't make it too soft, but I wanted to add an extra layer of flavor because broccoli can have a monotonous taste. So you don't have to do it in the sesame oil if you don't want to. You could use coconut oil. Coconut oil will be great as well.
For someone that, if you're diabetic, you know, how would it be easy for you to maintain this kind of
before you answer
cooking
that,
every day?
let me take Daniel. Daniel, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Thanks for calling. Go ahead, please, Daniel.
I want to ask about being diabetic. You're saying that this is the kind of foods that a diabetic should eat, or because I'm not really understanding.
Yeah.
Is this like the main course if I'm diabetic? Is this what I should take? Because I know someone that is diabetic, and I just want to know the food you're eating. What kind of course is?
It's an
I'm not
example
really understanding.
of a meal, a healthy meal. So what she did, she steamed some Titus, right?
Grilled.
Titus, grilled
Mackerel.
Titus, right?
Okay.
Then she had cauliflower is a type of vegetable. It's not so popular in Nigeria, but you can find it actually in the markets.
In the supermarket.
In the supermarkets. But if you don't have cauliflower, you can also use brown rice, which is healthy.
Yeah.
The idea for cauliflower is just
Brown
something
or fada
to
rice.
give you that rice feel. So you can get either ofada rice or brown rice. Then for the broccoli part of it, broccoli is another vegetable that is not so common here, but you can find it in the supermarkets.
Yes.
For those of you that don't go to supermarkets, you can actually use shoko
Yes.
or
Ugu.
Steam that, put some sesame oil, sesame seed, the whole works, and some carrots, and that should be filling for you. So
Or coconut oil.
coconut oil. So this is just to help those who have. Oh, something else is cooking up here. Tell us what this is.
So this is the dessert I referred to. I said was gluten-free, sugar-free, and dairy-free. It's made up primarily of the base, which should act like a crust. It's made up of a Nigerian northern snack called dokwa. It's very popular in the north and I think most parts of Nigeria because I grew up eating it. So I've crushed that with some almonds at the base, so it's layered. And then the middle is mixed with avocados, which is excellent, again, rich in omega-3 fatty acids,
fantastic.
and coconut cream. And then it is just topped off with with an infusion of citrus. So in the middle bit, you have the lemon juice and lime running through it, and then just topped off with whipped coconut cream, and just slightly sweetened with a little bit of honey.
Okay.
But if you don't want to use honey, there are other non-sugar-based sweeteners like agave, which you could
Let me pause
use.
you for a second. When we come back, you're going to explain more to our viewers how
Okay.
you put this together.
Okay,
Stay
great.
with us. We'll be right back.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back. Welcome back to Your View.
Welcome back. So we've been learning how to make healthy meals that actually a diabetic patient can eat. So right now we're going to be going to dessert. And she's making some really nice dessert for us. Let's learn. Can this be made at home?
Yes, it can, very easily.
So take us through the steps again. This is dakwa, that you just said.
Dakwa. Okay, so it's basically a no-bake citrus cake that is gluten-free, sugar-free, and dairy-free. So if you're lactose intolerant, it's great for you. If you're on a low-sugar diet or you're diabetic, it's excellent. And if you don't take gluten-based products, it works even well. However, it's not for you if you have nut allergies because it has a rich base of nuts. So basically, it's in 3 layers. I don't know if the camera can pick up the 3 layers. There's the brown layer, the green layer, and the white layer on top. The brown layer, which is basically the cross, is made up of a Nigerian northern snack called dakwa. It's made of peanuts and maize milled. It's very delicious. And what I did was to whiz it in a food processor or a blender with some almonds just to give it texture. So you put that in a simple cupcake mold. You know, just press it down nicely so it's compact. And then you take coconut cream and some avocado, a little bit of honey, and some citrus zest. In this case, I used limes and lemons. But you can put orange, you can do whatever citrus you like. The zest and some of the juice just to give it an infusion of flavor. And a touch of honey, which is what I use on this occasion. Some people don't like honey. You can use another healthy sweetener called agave, which comes from the agave plant, which is grown in Mexico. So, but honey is good because we know honey is accessible. Just a touch, and then you put that in the food processor, give it a good blend. You want to whip it so it's nice and fluffy. Then you pour that over your crust. You put it in the freezer to set for about 2 hours, or even just once it's set. It doesn't have to be solid. Then take another portion of coconut cream, whip it like you'd whip cream. Add a touch of honey if you want to. You can leave it out, and then pour it over the. So you can see this is the avocado layer without the whipped coconut cream on top. You put it in the freezer to set for at least 2 hours, preferably overnight, and you're done. And it's amazing.
I think I have a call. Shola, are you there?
Yes, please.
Thanks for calling. Go ahead, please. Are you learning anything today?
I didn't get that, sorry.
I said, are you learning anything this morning?
Yes, but I'm even calling on behalf of my wife.
Go ahead, please.
She's not feeling too well, and she saw the meal you guys are taking, and she wants her.
just send the address. We'll email her. We'll mail hers to hers.
Okay, we'll do just that.
Okay.
Anyway, you guys are doing a fantastic job.
Thank you.
Honorable Jumoke.
There's something to honorable.
And most Honorable Reverend Mrs. Ua. Nice job as well.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Okay, so let's see what this dessert tastes like.
So let's try it. Yes.
I was going to say that in this recession,
in this recession, that's the new.
Very affordable.
Avocados, they're seasonal most times in Nigeria.
I bought 1 piece for 500 naira 2 days
in the open market. That must have been a very big avocado.
Okay, it wasn't in the open.
It wasn't in the open market. So if you go to a farmer's market or the open market, I should imagine that it'd be more affordable. And it yields a lot. 1 avocado would make all these. It would give you at least almost a dozen. So it goes a long way. If you have a large family, if you're entertaining, it works. So if you think about it, 500 naira for about 12 people.
This is heavenly.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
So let's pass it along.
Today is a good day.
This show today
it's got to be heavenly.
And that's the way to enjoy dessert without compromising your health.
Thank you.
This show
You're welcome.
What? Hey. I like the whipped cream.
It's not whipped cream, it's coconut cream.
Yeah, well, it looks like whipped cream. It tastes like whipped cream. It's really nice.
Thank you.
Okay, it's our turn to do our own.
So, do I squeeze the lemon on it to make it so?
You could, if you wanted an extra kick of acidity, you could do.
Interesting.
And this is a little hard.
That is some.
So, do you think at the bottom is the dankwa?
It's dakwa. The dakwa and almonds that I blitzed together.
Did you make with dakwa yourself? Or
Let's take
No, I bought it.
Okay?
Jumoke is busy.
Can you handle sweets this afternoon, this morning?
Okay, you people, is it not even unfair? Okay, let me quickly go through sweets.
Right, don't use your hand.
I want to squeeze the lemon.
Okay. Everybody is saying that, please, this food should get to me. Hunger, they wire me here. That's Didi. Estelle says, with the wheels of recession here and there, we all know that money is still where it is. Tariq Rose says, look at how YK is battling with the fish. Roy says, I'm not getting the details of the recipes. Therefore, can you say, look, market woman, afford this?
You can have to give us a recipe on your blog.
Yeah, so the recipe for this dessert is on my blog.
Okay.
Yes, the full recipe is on my blog.
Okay, so
and as we said earlier, for the main meal, I think most Nigerians know what frozen fish is, the Titus fish, the mackerel. It's accessible. It's relatively cheap. You don't have to use the broccoli and the cauliflower. You could use any of our seasonal...
But if you want to use the ugu and the spinach and the shoko, how do you prepare that one?
Well, it depends on how you like. You could steam it.
Okay.
You could actually... still give it a quick stir fry.
Okay.
So you wouldn't chop them too finely.
Thanks, Nkem. We have to run out.
Okay, no worries.
Thanks
it's been
so
fun.
much.
Thank you.
This was delicious. The food was amazing. And actually it was filling for me. Actually it's filling. So it's not
I don't think I'll eat again today.
That's all we can take on the show. I hope you learned something. Have a lovely day. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.